Yes, welcome to the lighter side of the dark side. It is the Dark Mark Show. I'm not sure what one of our guests who was running on CPT time was. She was texting somebody. Josie, who always runs on CPT, she actually was on time. Josie, you want to say hello to the Dark Minions out there?
Hello, Dark Minions.
We've got a great show. This is going to be good. First off, we have on my right the bad boy of Triple X. You got to be really bad to be the bad boy of Triple X.
Wow.
Derek Pierce.
What's up?
And Derek, as you can see, I paired you. I had you meet four of the most beautiful breasts that I know right here. Two of them belong to our guest here, one of my favorite comedians. And I do comedy all over the town. Most comedy bores me. Hers does not. She's fucking hilarious. Kamira White.
Thank you.
You want to get that mic a little closer, Kamira? Yeah.
Like you like
You didn't
it.
hear the notes?
I know.
It.
Yeah. Yes.
Suck it.
Yes.
I knew
There you
Mark
go.
wanted to fuck me. I knew he did. I knew.
Who did I want to fuck you?
Yeah, I know
Oh, please. If I wanted to fuck you, I would have fucked you. Don't worry
yeah.
about it.
my
Sure, he
moves
did
out.
a
Titties on the
ton of
table.
research.
I did a ton of research. I actually went to Kamira's show in Gardena last night, and
So you're stalking her now,
yeah, I'm stalking her. That's what I'm doing.
doing research.
I did some research, and so I did want to let you know this is gonna be great. I can tell already there's some chemistry in the room. But before we get started, I got to tell you about their sponsors. We are sponsored by Audible.com. Audible.com. I love audiobooks. I love driving on the road, listening to audiobooks. And one of our other Triple X guests, Sasha Grey, has a book on Amazon.com. The Juliet Society? What, she reads it herself? It's an
I don't
erotic
remember
novel.
what she said, something like that. She lost me. She started
Yeah.
going
So
there. I
anyway,
was like,
but that's
all
8
right,
hours.
cool.
That's 8 hours of Sasha Grey talking dirty to you. You can have that free if you go to darkmarkshow.com. Click on the Audible button or any book you
Does
want.
she talk dirty? I think she reads stories. Or
Well,
they?
it's a whole. She's trying to do I think she's trying to do, and correct me if I'm wrong. Like a 50 Shades of Grey. She's trying to do her own kind of thing. So it's a whole piece.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I know everyone's doing that now.
That's what I want for my porn stars.
Right. So yes,
Just to be reading shit.
Exactly. So that's that. But if you don't like that, they've got Stephen King books.
She's
They've got
a smart
Dracula.
girl.
They've got she's terrific. They've got Stephen King books. They've got comedy albums by Louis C.K., George Carlin. They got everything. Just go to darkmarkshow.com. Click on the Audible button. You get a free book. Giving you something for free. Get a free 30-day trial. You can't lose. If you don't like it the next day, cancel the membership. But we're also sponsored by DamnItTees.com. DamnItTees is the greatest T-shirts that I'm aware of. Everybody likes the Misfits.
Is your T-shirt from there?
No, it's not.
No.
But
Why not?
Not wearing the sponsors.
I'm
he's
not wearing the
promoting.
sponsor.
Wow.
No, I actually my Reanimator T-shirt is in the wash. But they have Reanimator T-shirts. They've got they've got porn star T-shirts. They've got Buck Angel T-shirts. They've got
that's the one I want to wear.
Tracy Lords T-shirts. They've got a shirt that's Misfits. It's Boba Fett with a devil lock.
Wait, they have
That's
a Tracy
funny.
Lords one?
Absolutely.
They have a Tracy Lords one.
Yes.
The bitch that put 6 people in jail.
Right.
And fucked
Everyone
up the
says that
whole
when they come
business.
on
Everybody
here.
hates Tracy Lords. Yeah.
You should have heard
The dude
Ginger
who
Lynn.
fucked
She
her
went
went
off.
to jail.
Right. What's the guy's name? The fucker.
Forgot the dude's name, but he went to jail for a year because he fucked her when she had a fake ID.
Yeah.
You were like in junior high then. How do you know these things?
I'm 40.
Oh, you are 40. Okay, so
Yeah.
you were jerking off to that video that he.
I was jerking off to Nina Hartley and
Right.
God, Ebony A's, Nina Hartley.
Right.
Whoa.
Ginger.
Black
Ginger
porn
Lynn.
must be totally different from. I don't know none of these people.
Ebony A's is a black porn star.
Ebony-
I don't know her. I know
It's
Stacey
bigger than yours,
Lane. I
and that's saying a
know
lot.
Should we-
Pinky.
Should we do a Hollywood report before we get into it, Josie?
4'9".
Yeah, I'll make it brief. I just want to thank everyone who came to the show on
Oh,
Saturday.
wait.
That
Here's
was-
the song.
Oh.
It's the Hollywood
All right.
report, folks.
Push me down, down on the floor. Give it to me, baby, I need some more. Sex junkie, sex junkie, sex junkie whore. Sex junkie, sex junkie, sex
It's deep.
junkie whore.
Yes, that is Josie Cat with her band, old band, Pissant. So what's the Hollywood
That was
report,
20
Josie?
years ago.
It was 20
when I
years
wrote
ago,
that
and
song.
you were 12. Go ahead. What is the Hollywood report? Somebody else is 40 in the room. Oh, go ahead.
Tomorrow, go to the Dragonfly for Drew from Lip Services Memorial.
Yeah, I don't think we explained it last week.
It's free.
Lip Service is a goth clothing brand. It's been around for a long time, and the founder was deceased, and it's sad.
And they're doing this great benefit for him. There's gonna be slideshows and art and bands and
sad goth people, even sadder than usual.
I did hear about that.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding, but yeah, it's
Not the sad goth part. I mean, the guy from Lip Service.
Yeah. So.
And just a big thank you to everyone who came to the show on Saturday.
Yeah, she had a show on Saturday. It was terrific. So I was a little reticent to have Derek Pierce on the show tonight. Derek Pierce is the bad boy. He's got such great credits as That Ass in Yoga Pants. She's a Handful 3, Anal Fanatic 6, Anal Agenda, Fat Ass PHAT, Fat Ass White Girls 5. Housewives Orgy.
A lot of big booty stuff.
Wet tits.
I don't pick them, I just fuck them.
Wet tits. Don't tell my husband too. Cock Monsters. And if you're in Cock Monsters, forget about it.
I was the throwaway scene in Cock Monsters.
Oh, really? You weren't the Cock Monster?
Did you end up on the cutting room floor?
Probably. They were like, what the fuck is he doing in this goddamn movie?
So I was a little reticent to have you on the show because
it not monster enough? I mean,
no.
We're going to get into how big his cock is. Don't worry about it. We might have to have a contest between me and him, see who's bigger. I'm sorry. Is Mike on? I'm sorry. Go on. I don't know. I might have to compare myself. I did not watch your movies. But I was a little reticent to have you on the show because you were on Daily's Dark Side, and that was a great interview. And if you go on the Skidrow Studios, the archives, that's a great interview. And but I said, Josie, there's a male porn star that wants to come on the show. She said, yes. And then I don't care who it is. And then I sent you the his information and his picture, and you said, I can't tell if he's gay or not. So I think let's.
You know, I've heard that a lot, though.
It's nothing personal. It's just
honestly,
everybody's gay now. It's just nothing personal.
Honestly, you do have sort of
it's the
are you
times
gay?
now.
I mean,
it's the
not
times
personal,
now.
but are you
like
gay?
3/4 people are gay, so
yeah,
it's like
3/4 of people are gay.
That's how I feel like. Yeah,
so 3/4 of you is gay, and
3/4
Yeah, make sure you get in the mic.
I want to know which third is straight.
Make sure you get on the mic because we don't want to miss all these scientific statistics that 3/4 of people are gay.
3/4 of people.
So basically, it's not.
He saved the fuck out of you. You know that, right?
It's nothing personal, but do you suck a dick?
3 out of us on this table. Okay.
Yeah, I have a feeling who that might be. The other side of the table, but nothing personal. But you don't suck dick.
No.
Okay. So he's straight, but you do have honestly, and I'm sure you've
just waiting to hear the end of this.
No, I'm sure you've been to West Hollywood. There are a lot of guys that have that bald head. Well, first off, a straight guy that works out, that's odd in itself.
Is it? A straight
gay guys.
In his world, it is.
Well, in my world, anybody working out is weird. But gay guys do have. They have a lot. There's a lot. It's like a right tip.
Aren't you wearing guy liner?
I am wearing guy liner.
I'm just checking.
Yeah, you are. No, that's fine. Trust me. It has to. I'm so masculine. I have to soften my.
And gay men love him
because
he's a bear.
I'm a bear. Yes, I am a bear.
I get it.
But I've been in West Hollywood. I've seen guys like you. But it's the bald head. There's like the I am too sexy sort of look thing.
Yeah.
You've seen a couple gay guys that look sort of like you, right?
I've seen gay guys that look like both of us.
I guess so. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Now, let me get off the gay thing because I want to.
Guys that look like me.
No, I've seen a few gay guys that look like me. But here's the thing. You and Josie have a lot in common.
We have tattoos and we're white.
You're white. You have tattoos,
but her tits are bigger than mine.
Her tits are bigger than yours, but they're not bigger than Kamira's. I've noticed.
No one's tits are bigger than
mine. Right, and yeah, so you might have to get in some more surgery, Josie, to keep up with the other guests on the show. But you both are fitness trainers. I don't know you didn't know that about Josie. She's getting her Class 2 yoga license. You both own pit bulls.
Oh yeah, Pitty.
Yeah.
Pit's awesome.
Yeah, see. So you do, and apparently you're both over 40. So you have a lot in common.
Who told you that?
I said apparently. I don't know yet. Well, he said he's 40. So
yeah, I'm 40.
So, but you were. I was going through your biography. Josie actually did most of the research tonight, but you were raised by a single mother, as most people are these days.
Yeah.
And you lost your virginity at 13.
Yeah.
Now tell us that story. How did that happen? Because at 13, I was still learning how to masturbate correctly, and I didn't master that till 16. So how did this happen?
I used to sneak over to like my girlfriend's house. And
how old was your girlfriend?
1 or 2 years older than me.
Okay.
And we had popped the nails out of the screen to her room, and basically we had sex with half my body hanging out the window. So I was hanging on to the windowsill.
Why?
Because
Why didn't you do it in
can't
the
come
bed?
all the way in. I don't know.
Oh, wait, so wait, you were
Usually
outside
they
the
mean
window.
all the way in
I
between the
wasn't
legs.
talking about the pussy. She's like, no, like if like my
Just
dad
for tip.
comes in or whatever, like you got to be able to get the fuck out.
So
quick.
if you were on the outside of the
Why
house, it
didn't
was
she just
okay.
come
like my ass
outside?
was sitting on because then she wouldn't be there if he like came to check on her.
But if he busted in the doors, her ass is
But
hanging out the
busting
window.
in the door as opposed to kind of like casually walking in, I could fall the fuck out the window. She didn't really care.
Or if he was watering the lawn, he'd catch you guys.
Well, at 2 or 3 in the morning, I used to sneak out.
Oh, okay. All right. So you were 13.
Yeah.
And you obviously you're built for porno if your dick's fitting into the window sill
I wasn't
at 13.
across the driveway fucking her through the window.
I don't know.
I climbed like
He was at the bottom of the staircase, duh.
yeah.
And you were such a bad boy, I read, that your mother, when you were 16, thought there'd be real problems.
So there was real problems.
So I guess you're what kind of problem?
All boys are at 16.
The truth, I was arrested for assault with intent to rob when I was 13, Grand Theft Auto when I was 14.
Wait, assault at 13?
Yeah, assault with intent to rob.
Who were you robbing?
Somebody asked and tried to take their shit and got
Wow.
caught like a fucking genius.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just hung around.
Was
like
this
the
an
wrong
adult
people,
that you
wrong
kicked
people.
their ass? Or?
Yeah. Well, there's like 3 of us.
Oh, okay. All right.
Fucking 14.
I can take 3 for 13-year-old kids, but that's just me. But
Well, I was big. When I was 14, I was only like 5'9" and like 170 pounds.
oh, okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And so your mom was real because you were a bit of a thug then,
Yeah.
So,
So hung around the wrong element. And then I got into sports and a lot of that stuff changed.
right? The football first, or just
Sports is always good for boys.
Yeah.
Right.
It started with track and field
okay?
and then evolved into football. And then that evolved into, actually, I stopped playing football to dance. Leave the West Hollywood comment alone.
3/4 of no, go ahead. So you danced.
Yeah, I
Nothing wrong
taught
with
hip
that.
hop for almost 4 years.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't like you were doing ballet. You were breakdancing. You were doing that type of shit.
Yeah, more like
Come here's
hip-hop
laughing at the
stuff.
hip hop, but that's if I knew, I would have had you bust some moves. I mean, maybe there's a because you do so many
You gotta
porn
pay me for
parodies.
that shit.
Maybe
I've done it in the porn parodies. I did it in Wicked's. They did one called Sexy, and then they did another one.
He acts like we should know this.
Wait.
Like we've
breaking
seen them all.
through-
Somebody did some research.
Breaking 3 Electric Boogaloo, the porn parody. I get it. I can see
I would
it.
have done it.
You would have done it.
I don't have a lot of shame.
I'm
No
writing
one
the
watches
script
that.
right
They
now.
just fast forward it to the sex.
They don't. They can't because there's so many fucking parodies and so much talking going on. I can't imagine that everybody just fast forwards.
Well, actually, we do have a picture of you as Bane on the
Yeah.
Dark Knight parody. If you want to put that up, and it's funny because I was telling somebody, I was showing him your picture that you were going to be on the show. I was showing a friend of mine. I guess it's on the screen here. It's not on the screen there.
Yeah.
But you guys have seen it. It's on the Facebook page if you want to look at it later.
Yeah, I
there it is,
reposted
right there.
it.
There he is.
Yeah.
That's him as Bane. It's funny because I showed my friend or your picture, and she's like, "Yeah, he's okay." I showed her the picture of that. She's like, "That's hot." And if you didn't know anybody, you would think that was Tom Hardy.
you know, the funny thing is about those pictures is they were taken by a guy named Ben Hoffman.
Right.
And Ben has done all the comic book parodies that we've done.
Right.
And then he made a coffee table book out of all of the characters.
Oh, wow.
And he went to Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody kept asking, where the fuck you get all these outfits from? And he had told him, he's like, oh, I have a friend who's a costumer and,
Right.
works for the studios. And he said, another photographer came up and said, you're fucking lying. I know who made those. That's from Vivid. That's for Axel because they asked me to do it. Or not a photographer, but he was a costumer and they had tried to give him the job.
So wait,
and he
was
would take
the coffee table book did
All
not
porn
say
stars.
it was for porn.
it. Nah.
No, okay.
There's all hero shots.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's
They look amazing. That was
Right.
not even like a good hero shot.
See,
The ones
he's
he
not
did
doing
are-
it well because if you want to get nerds' attention, say it's for porn too. Comic books and porn.
It
please.
says it on the listings of who the model is,
Right.
but not on the cover.
Right. So if you didn't know who Derek Pierce was, you wouldn't know.
A lot of people thought, like in some of the hero shots, that they're like, Bane didn't look that good. And I was like, the costumers, why? And he did look kind of shitty in the movie, to be honest with you.
He looked okay. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really
I looked
pay that much
pretty good.
attention. You don't like it?
No, I thought he looked pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I
Not
don't
as
know.
good as Tom Hardy normally looks. He looked like shit in that movie.
He was more bulky, not
yeah,
as cut.
I didn't like it at all.
Right.
But-
The
you know,
original comic book
they were
Bane
going
is a
for
very
size.
big dude.
Right, but the original, well,
He's swole, like a wrestler.
He's he's like 5'7", and
Yeah.
Bane's supposed
He
to be like a
wasn't as
6'5",
ripped.
huge. Yeah, no, I know, but they just I guess that there's one you don't have to look pussy because you got the mask on, right?
I like licking pussy.
Okay, did you take the mask off to lick pussy, or just
No,
it
that
wasn't?
mask sucked. It was really heavy.
Were you just taking the mask and putting it in there, or?
I wish they were trying to get through it holes, but
See, in the clubs we hang out.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things going on. Yes. Do you feel in charge? Yes. Now, Kamira White's here. She is a wonderful, beautiful comic. Kamira,
Yes.
I've never seen you so quiet in my life. Now, this woman, I'll tell you how I met this woman. I did a show in Leimert Park, and there was a lot of really good comics on the show, black and white. And you just came out and it just exploded. And I was like, wow, who's this? Where you been hiding? And where have you been hiding? You've been hiding in Gardena, right?
Yeah.
Well, you were born in Hotlanta.
Yeah, I was born in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my dad, my mom didn't like him, and she moved back. We moved back to here, and I've been here ever since.
in Gardena.
Yeah, I grew up in Gardena.
Got arrested.
I was
in Gardena.
bad. I kind of, he's
Were you
tripping me
a thug
out
too?
right now because I've never met a white boy who's a thug and his dick is big. Like, this is like, shit, I need his
You
autograph.
met me? Okay, no, go
Well, I
ahead.
haven't seen your dick. You guys, everybody's talking about his dick. So I'm like, wow, like,
Speaking of white, I was going to ask you, Kamira, because we're not related, because my last name's White too. But
we might be. I mean,
I'm sure we're all related way back when. We're all related way back. Don't say that because I still want to fuck you. But we're all related way back when. But is it weird being an African American woman with the last name White? Did you get like some shit for it?
what's weird is that my parents named my name so Afrocentric. My name is Kamira Matilaba White.
That's pretty Afrocentric.
So it's like, like, why didn't you change the last name?
They just
Like, it should be
fucked you
like
on that
X. You feel me? Like, why?
They fucked you on that one.
Yeah, that's
They
ridiculous.
wanted you to have a little diversity.
Yeah.
that is
Right. But
very
really, when
Afrocentric.
you think about it, that's who I am. Like, I'm hood, I smoke weed, but I valet park. You feel me? Like, I eat asparagus. That's who I am. You know
Nothing
what I
wrong
mean?
with that.
Is asparagus a
with
white
your
thing?
ribs?
Yeah, it is.
So you eat asparagus and ribs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
asparagus and
right.
ribs, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
I didn't know asparagus was a white. I didn't know mayonnaise was a white thing till I saw it become a brother.
definitely. It definitely is
I
a
hate
white
mayonnaise.
thing.
I
I hate
is,
mayonnaise. I can't stand mayonnaise.
Josie's the only white person in the room that likes mayonnaise. No, it's a whole thing. I guess more white people eat
cum
mayonnaise.
is
Eat it
better than
very often,
mayonnaise,
though.
okay?
What's that?
Cum is better than mayonnaise. And we all
I'll
know
take your
cum
word
is
for it.
not
I
good.
don't. Josie, can you
I've heard.
verify this?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So when did you start doing comedy? I have a feeling. So I was looking at some of your YouTube clips. Pretty recent, right?
Yeah, I've only been doing comedy for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I was a single mom. I'm still a single mom, but I don't give a fuck anymore. So
That's right.
I'm done.
Just drag them along with you.
That's instant material. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck anymore.
No. How old? I forgot. Daughter, son.
She's
daughter.
13.
She's 13.
Do you
Oh.
do Vine clips?
Vine clips? Not really. Only because I'm toe up half of the time. Like, I'm not one of those girls.
What's a Vine clip, Josie? I'm not sure.
On Vine? A lot of comedians are doing clips on Vine.
Well, now you tell me. There's a whole outlet. I could have been a superstar by now.
What she's trying to
Put
say
shit on-
is you're not really much of a comedian because
Yes.
you're not on Vine.
I'm not on Vine. I gotta look at the Vine.
I thought you knew.
I didn't know about Vine.
Do you know?
Not about comedians, but I know of Vine.
So anyway, enough of my ignorance. But 13-year-old daughter, now there's got to be some comedy gold there.
Yeah, not really. She's boring. Not really. It's just
More like drama, huh?
Yeah, it's like,
Are you looking at her going,
Yeah,
man, when I
change
was
the
13, I
channel
got in
on
so
that."
much more trouble than you?
oh my God, when I was 13, I couldn't even have came to this shit because I would have had a party. I did shit like
Now,
that.
were you fucking when you were 13 like Derek?
Yeah, I was fucking when I was 13.
What would you lose your virginity?
You know what? I ruined a boy's life in the 9th grade. Like,
Let's hear this.
like, he had just started fucking and I've been fucking and I rode his dick. He quit football. The coaches was like, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
You had an instant
So
roadie.
you sabotaged the
Yeah,
football
I
team by
sabotaged his
fucking...
damn life.
They were
I still got
Oh,
boys calling me
Josie's
from
ruined
the
some
9th
guy's life
grade.
fucking him, I'm sure.
Fuck the shit out of all of them. But I really did though. No, it's bad. Yeah.
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 So you were 13, so the football team never won a game, and it was
Yeah,
all your fault.
no. I had
All the
a-
cheerleaders were like,
The other schools were paying
Yes.
her. You need to fuck that one right
1,
there.
2, 3, 4, Kamira, stop fucking our quarterback. Yeah.
I swear it was. I swear.
Right?
They kicked me out the school.
Right?
They
For
put me out the,
fucking the
For
quarterback?
fucking the quarterback.
He quit.
And so they kicked you
You
out
know
of school
how
for that?
you know how
I got a feeling.
You got
that
expelled
there was
for your
a
pussy?
and guess
little
what? I went to
more.
Catholic school too. That's
Well,
the
that'll
cool
do it,
part.
yeah.
Oh, well, those are...
Yeah, we love the Catholic school office.
Sorry if you're offended. That's where all the whores are made.
Yes.
I mean, look, you got that
No, you
skirt
can- you can
on.
spend anybody you
You
want.
can sit on somebody's lap on the bench.
Yeah.
No, there's whores in public school too.
Yeah.
Oh, right. But if you go through porn and you look around and
The cat-
you see how many
Oh,
girls
right,
are...
yeah.
The
you know,
ones at
heavily
Catholic school are
religious.
hotter. And yeah,
They all end up on the pole too.
oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure they do.
Oh, yeah.
And they're wearing the same outfit too, the same Catholic school outfit.
Absolutely works.
Right. So
Hell of a crossover.
So Kamira was telling me about her ex-boyfriend, and he might want to get into porn. He's not going to be calling in, but Derek got into porn because he was fucking a porn star. You were fucking somebody who was getting into porn.
No, we actually started. Well, yes, I was, but she was doing just girl, and I just started meeting people because
Right.
she wasn't very good with people, which is a nice way of saying she's a fucking bitch.
Ex-girlfriend, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
Oh, boy.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Guess you guys don't get along, do you?
I'm indifferent. I forgot she existed.
Except that everybody brings it up in interviews because that's how
It's
you get
fine
into
for
porn.
me. So I basically helped her get in and get acclimated and things like that.
Right.
And after about a year, like she was like, I want you to get behind the camera so you can start shooting your own stuff. And I'm
Right.
like, okay, well, I don't know how the fuck you do that.
Right.
So I started talking to people, and nobody wants to teach you how to do their job.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
like, oh, come over here. Let me show you how to run a camera and light
Right,
shit so I
right.
can be out of work.
Exactly.
Doesn't really work that way. But people kept asking me if I was talent. And I was like, well, I'm talented. But no, I was
Well,
like,
look at those eyes. Now, I think it's about time that we ask the question how big your dick is.
like 7.5, 8, normal.
Oh, okay.
That's normal.
That's normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
That's normal for porn.
Okay.
Like if I
you-
fuck girls off camera that are like civilian chicks, like they're like, whoa, you have a big dick, and I look around like, who are you fucking talking to?
If I had a dime for everyone that said that, go ahead. 7.5. So it's about 8 inches.
7.5. Depends how far back I want to fool myself to measure.
Right. You're
Yeah.
measuring for your asshole,
I'm
or
measuring
you're
from my
your
ass.
taint, or-
Is it tall and skinny, or is it
No,
big
no.
and fat?
It's thick. It's
okay.
My dick is built like me.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's very big and it's very muscular.
But you've had
Mean
white
as
dicks.
fuck.
It's
I have not had a white dick. I
Really?
want a white dick.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I have not had a
There
white
you
dick.
go.
Right.
Come on, girl. I'll play with you.
No, because last night I was in Gardena. I did my whole set about how I lick pussy for 3 hours. And yeah, you were getting a little.
I was like,
I've never
wow.
had that
Well,
happen.
pussy eating is probably
You're
my
like,
favorite
whoa.
thing.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
pussy
with
eating
you.
over getting my dick sucked.
Really?
I love you.
Yeah,
wow.
that's real. That's honest.
We
Swear
could
to
get
God.
married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I love eating pussy. I can't even say that.
Well, and we were talking about BDSM stuff.
Right.
I always feel really awkward when we shoot BDSM because the pussies, you're just like, I can't because I'm a dom and they don't look at it the same way. And,
Right.
and director's like, fuck it. If you want to lick that bitch's pussy, lick it. And I'm like, but somebody's going to talk some shit. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
it
a
doesn't make
problem.
sense when you're whipping a chick and,
then
you're
you just
choking
like,
her
let
and
me
you're
eat
like,
your pussy.
yeah.
I like getting my pussy ate when I know it's some good dick afterwards. I don't like pussy monsters. I don't like niggas that don't have dick and they just want to chomp on you. I don't like that.
Pussy monster.
Like, I don't like that. You know what I mean?
Pussy.
I'm good. Just
Yeah. You better enjoy it now because there's a little fucking thumb dick
No,
coming in.
I need some dick after the coochie.
So not
Definitely.
every black man is hung.
No, hell no.
All right.
Hell
She
no.
would know better than I would.
No,
That's
no.
the
There you
fucked up
have
thing
it.
about being in porn. Like,
Right.
if you're a brother and you're not swinging that thing, like, get the fuck out. But if you're a white dude, you're good.
Yeah.
Really?
Marcus
Because
London.
it's not expected.
Who, Marcus London? He's got a small dick?
Yeah, he
And
doesn't
it's
care.
sad too
He doesn't
because
care.
Right.
a black man
Do you know who
with a small
Lexington
dick
Steele
is
is?
I might have heard of him once or 1,000 times.
Yeah, I was on Playboy TV with him with my band played,
Right.
and he whipped it out, and I was like, "Whoa, holy shit!"
Lex, Prince,
Right.
John, Charlie Mack. I shoot all those guys for some
I'm
of the
not
lines
saying
that I-
no black men are hung. I'm saying not every black man is hung.
No,
And
it's
some
just
white men are
a
hung.
misconception.
Right.
it is.
And by the way, Derek was on Playboy Radio. For a
Yeah,
number
we had a
of
show
years.
on there for like 3 years.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
fun.
so that's
I went
another
on
thing you
there a
have in
few
common.
times.
You've Playboy Media.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you never met. So anyway, so let's get back. So
Yeah.
they're like, so you end up in a porno movie.
So basically I lied myself
Right.
onto my first into my first scene. You know, I had a friend that owned a company, a pretty big company called DVSX, and the first movie I shot was called Goth Sent 4, and it was with a girl named Vanessa Lane,
Nice.
who's like this little gymnast chick and could do like everything.
Right.
And so my friend was like, "Oh, you've been shooting?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. Done this a bunch of times." And shot the scene. It went okay. And the director was Guy Capo, and he went on. They used to have this thing called Porn Star Performance, where
Right.
like directors could kind of like rate their talent, like, oh, they were on time, they were efficient, or they
Right.
fucked up. Don't ever hire them. And so he wrote like a nice review about me, and a couple other directors saw that and then started hiring me, and
I mean, were you nervous having to give it up the first time? Because I was telling you,
I
Nina.
had a hard on in the driveway.
Okay.
Because I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, it's going to be fucking awesome.
He loves it.
So you don't need Viagra. You don't need Cialis. You don't need
I always
anything.
bring it with me. You never.
Oh, okay. Oh, so there have been times that you needed a boost.
You don't know when you're going to have a flat tire, but it's nice to have a spare, right?
There you have it.
Absolutely. He's prepared.
He is prepared. So
When you go in, you talk to that girl, and she's mad at her dude who doesn't have a job and is bitching at her because she's a fucking whore, at least by his eyes.
Right.
And she's paying all the bills, so he just dropped her off. And you go in, and you're like, hey, girl, how you doing? And she's like, fuck off. You're like, I'll be right back.
right. No,
You know.
nothing kills a heart. Ladies, listen to this guy. Nothing
Yeah.
kills a heart. I'm like,
Yeah, the nagging.
But you, right, Kamira? I'm just, I just lost my train of thought.
I'm cold. I don't play that. If your dick don't get hard in my house, I got something for you. I'm gonna put something in your drink.
See,
You're not coming over here for no reason.
player
I'm
about
not
it.
about to waste my time.
At least you don't look at the dude and be like, what's your problem?
Right.
Oh, here you go. Take this.
Do they,
Okay.
It's me.
There you
Do
go.
they still have fluffers?
I've never seen a fluffer in my life. I take that back. I've seen it on one set. Amber Rain was doing like a 50-guy gangbang, and they had a fluffer on there. And they weren't blowing. They were just like jerking dudes off.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
gangbang
A
thing.
50-guy gangbang.
Because the guys are
Yeah.
waiting in line.
When's the
know
last
what's
time you saw porn?
Like, I
Kamira?
mean,
You know what's funny?
10
Fly
maybe.
gangbang.
10, 50?
Ten's
Yeah.
your max.
10's my max. 10,
You know what's
I
funny?
could do
How'd
this.
you come up with that number?
I mean, 50, 10, I could do 10.
Yeah.
In a
If you
rotation
do
of
10,
two?
you might as well
Or
do
how many hours
50.
is the rotation going?
It's like
Right?
just a line.
Hey, where were you in the line?
How did
I wasn't.
Oh, okay. You
That's
just
the
on the
funny.
side.
That's the funny thing is I was shooting next door with I can't remember who
Right.
it was, but we were shooting like this MMA thing. So I had
Right.
on like training shorts and all this stuff, and all of my buddies who were crew members were next door. So I had on these like really tight shorts, and I had a
Right.
warm up jacket. And Amber was in makeup, so I said hi to everybody at the next.
Was this
next
tough?
studio.
Was this tough love?
No, this
Okay.
was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
So I went next door to the studio where I was waiting for her to get out of makeup, saying what's up to everybody. And I was like, we got shooting. They call 50-guy gangbang with Amber. So I said hi to Amber. And all the dudes.
Well, she's getting fucked, or
No. This was right before they started, right?
that's funny.
So I go on the
Hey, how's it
set, and there's a
Hi,
bunch
Amber.
of
House
dudes.
number 23.
There's a bunch of dudes sitting around. They all got like little masks on. Some dudes are ringers and stuff
Right.
like that. And so I told one
Mouse?
of
Like superhero
like,
mouse? Or?
yeah, they don't want to be seen. They want to fuck, but they don't want to be seen.
Like Eyes Wide Shut mask, like
Everything.
Oh, yeah.
So I was talking
what,
to.
what about a paper bag? Like a grocery
Well,
bag?
that was the
been
porn that I
surprised.
was in, but
So I was talking to one of the lighting guys, Sly, and
Right.
he goes, I fucking hate this shit. Half the guys can't do it, whatever. And I go, watch this. And so I had on these training shorts and my warm-up jacket, and I hopped up on the table and I took my jacket off. I was like, okay, who's first? And all the dudes were like,
Oh, my God.
and they just fucking looked around and shit. And I just waited. And they were like, didn't know what to say. I was like, fucking with you. Never mind. I'm going to get the fuck out of here. That was comedy.
They had to pay the fluffer overtime because
They
of your
really,
hygiene.
they were like,
I'm
I
like,
don't-
what do you do to prepare to get gangbanged by 50? What kind of pussy exercises do you do? To
You
get
don't.
I mean, like,
you
what
just
do you
lay
do?
there and take it.
You don't stretch?
I
You have to ice
I
it.
personally don't. No.
Something.
They ice it
Kegels?
sometimes.
No, I mean, no, but she's talking about the girl. The girl's
Yeah.
got
No, I'm
Kegels,
kidding.
I would imagine. Yeah.
You know what? By the end of the time, it's probably not even 50 dudes. It's probably more like 15.
Benoit balls.
They rotate the guys through. Half the guys can't get it up. The other half pop early. Whatever.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about gangbang.
What's the difference between 15 or 50? None.
At that point,
So
I
said
don't know.
Josie Cat. What a surprise! But
Fuck you, Mark.
come here. Now you were saying that one of your ex-boyfriends should be a porno star, and we're not going to name him. We were going to call him, but apparently he chickened out, or he was too cool for us.
No, he doesn't want to be exposed.
Now, how is this guy like a porn star?
So what's his name?
And why do you keep
I
looking
can't-
over here right before you say
Because
something?
he reminds me of him. You remind me of him.
He was
but
black.
he's black, though.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
okay.
his dick sits on the couch.
it
Like,
sits on the couch.
Yeah, it sits on the couch. Like, you know how most men's dicks sit on their lap
Oh no.
or on their legs,
I wouldn't know
and
anything
their
about
legs
that.
sit on the
Yeah,
couch?
yeah,
Like, no, his dick
yeah.
sits on the couch. I remember I used to pick it up from the couch.
So like when he wears shorts, it like peeks
Yeah,
out.
I might
or-
go over there afterwards.
So had to warm up before she handled it.
So when he sits, so he's wearing shorts, it like sticks out. and
Yeah,
stuff?
it can't. No, but he wears long shorts, but it can.
And
It
he's got
could.
no problem getting it up.
No, not at all.
And
He's
good.
an excellent lover. It doesn't even. He sucked my boobs one time and made me come on myself. That's ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well,
I had
think
an
I can-
orgasm. I didn't even know that could happen to my body. I almost slapped him.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Wow.
Well, wait a second. What did you think? An orgasm or orgasm just sucking on the tits?
Just sucking on my tits. That's all he was doing.
Right.
And I was like, literally, like, he like literally. Once you get done having sex with him, like your car keys and your ATM card just go in his pocket.
Oh, that's not good.
Sounds great from where he's sitting.
Like literally.
Well, Derek,
It's
before you got
for
into porn,
you.
you probably, you were a ladies' man. And you were,
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think any cock can make that happen for me.
Oh, well, that's some
Oh,
bullshit.
your
I
ATM card?
swear.
That's some bullshit. You just haven't had the right
No,
one.
yeah.
I've been bought
No.
pretty much everything under the sun before porn.
right.
Yeah.
You bought me a drink the other night.
Hey.
I didn't fuck you yet, but I think
I
that
didn't
was-
give you my car keys and
that
my,
was a down
my
payment.
credit card.
Not yet.
I bought
not
you a
yet.
$2 Pabst.
I don't drink Pabst. You know I don't drink beer. It was a Shirley Temple, but yeah, well, you have, but you haven't. I haven't fucked you yet. So the car keys and the ATM card are on their way. I'm sure.
She's going to start making songs about you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's sex. Well, sex junkie's already been done, but you were ladies, man. So you got to have some fucking confidence. Say, look, I can go into porn, fuck you know, whatever.
You know, the first time that it was ever tested was I worked with a guy named Chris Charming. We were doing a DP on Veronica Jet.
Right.
And
How is that?
I had heard about Chris Charming. Like
Right.
somebody was like, oh, that dude has a big ass dick. And it was the first time I had done, or the second time I had done like more than one dude in the scene.
Right.
And so I wasn't used to that. And you see this little frail dude, about 150 pounds.
Right.
And I was like, how big could it really be, right? Like, 'cause in your head, you start to
the
psych
skinny
yourself
ones.
up.
Yeah.
And so we introduced ourselves, and he's like, he's German. He's like, oh, yeah, I know why they hired me. I have a huge cock. And I was like, well, you know, they hired me because I'm fucking cute. I don't know what to say to that. Like, what do you
Right.
say? You know what I mean? Like, I can kick your ass? I don't know.
Right. It's like Ron Jeremy. People watch the movies because it's like, well, shit, if he's fucking her, anybody can fuck her.
Right.
And he's got a big dick.
Right. And so he turned around and take his stuff off, and I was like, oh, that's nothing. He turned back around. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. And I was like, I had to, like, take a break, go talk myself
Is
into
this
it in
for
the
cock
bathroom,
monsters?
give myself a little pep
Was this an
talk.
invasion of the porno shooters or
It was for Johnny Darko. I forgot what it
Your
was.
Ass Is Mine, Sonny and Cher?
I couldn't even tell you.
I'm on your IMDb page. Jane Blonde, DD7. There's a lot of good ones. Well, what do you think is the funniest porno title that you've done? Team Squirt 2? Rookie Pussy 2?
The ones that I've directed, I did.
Yeah, the ones you directed have.
Yeah,
they're very
I did
serious
one called
titles.
"This Cock's Too Big for 3D."
This cock's too big for 3.
Yeah,
That's a long ass title.
That's
I
for
hope the cock
Penthouse.
goes all the way across the whole title.
Well, it's in
Penthouse
3D.
used
It
to
comes
shoot
right at
everything
you.
in 3D.
Yep.
Did you shoot like a cum shot in 3D? Like the cum comes at you?
Yeah. Yeah, you do all like the panty shots that they flip them at the camera and all kind of.
Because I haven't seen
Boobs
3D
bouncing,
porn.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Penthouse shot.
I
it
would
for
love
years.
to see better storylines.
Yeah,
Well, no, he's
in the
in
porn.
all the. He's,
well, we
he's in a
shoot
good
the stuff
storyline.
in 2 fucking days. So good luck.
Oh, I mean, we'll keep it out then.
We
Just
can't.
go, just
Well,
walk
no,
in the house
because-
and
wait
be
a
like,
second.
Requirements that
bring
we
that
have
ass
to-
down here,
If
bitch.
you want stories, and I think I know who you played in this one, you were in the official Jerry Springer parody, so I'm assuming you played Steve.
I might have. I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a story.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, but the comic book ones you do, the Captain America, the Wolverine, the Batman.
I played
those have-
Mandarin. I played Deadpool. I had to
those-
fuck with that whole costume on.
but those have intricate plots, and you just did a Fast and the
funny.
Furious parody where you played Vin Diesel's character.
We just did one called Ride or Die.
And there were actually
digital.
cars, like there were car chases in the porn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, we
You
hooked
like
it
that?
up. We hooked it
okay.
up.
I like that.
Actually, we had better cars. The funny thing with that one was we were shooting downtown on the 6th Street Bridge, and we had that locked down. And they were shooting inserts for the next Fast and Furious, like 3 streets over.
Right.
And we accidentally kept overlapping their set.
Right.
And we were getting in trouble.
Right.
So we had a 1,200 horsepower Mustang.
Right.
Street car. And they were like, you guys are fucking up our shots. And these big ass helicopters and
Right.
shit. And
So there were
and
no drag races between you and the Fast and the Furious guys.
Nah, they didn't. Their cars were whack compared to what we brought. And we did
How
it
is
for-
that? They got the budget.
Porn
They don't.
has the budget.
No. Fast and Furious.
I wish porn had
No,
the
you don't
budget.
have the Fast and the Furious budget. You
No, we
can't say
don't.
that.
But the cars that they had were mediocre at best.
Right.
We had some pretty, considering our budget, we had some pretty kick-ass cars.
Right.
And that one was fun.
This ain't the Expendables XXX. That you got to have a plot in that.
I had a cameo in that. I did the Bruce Willis cameo in the church.
Oh, okay.
I would fuck Bruce Willis.
So you like bald guys, bald white guys?
No, I just want him to say yippee-ki-yay while we fucking. That's just like
Not a problem.
That would be fun.
We'll light that up.
Which leads me to my next. When did you start losing your hair?
Oh, probably like 17, 18.
Right? You just went with the shaved look and
fuck it, shave it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I mean,
Doesn't bother me.
yeah, it's okay. It doesn't bother Kamara either,
No,
apparently.
no.
So Josie,
Most
badass.
girls, yeah,
We
most
don't like
girls
hair.
like bald head.
yeah, bald everything.
No, now you tell me. But
I mean,
have
if it's
to-
on an old dude, then it's like, okay, it's old bald dude. Good. But, you know.
yeah. Well, if they have the little tuft in the
Crown.
back, or I saw a guy this weekend that had a bald head with a rat tail.
Oh,
Yeah,
Because
no.
they can pull
I've
the
seen
hair-
that.
pull the hair
That's
down.
that's disgusting.
that's
No.
horrible.
That's ridiculous.
But when you first got into porn, you were saying in an interview, people didn't look like you, and things have caught up. People start looking like you.
There was only Mark Davis was the only other bald white guy, and there were no guys that had tattoos like what I had.
Right.
And so initially, I was getting a lot of
Christian.
slack. Christian doesn't have tattoos,
Oh.
and he's gay. Moving on.
And you got some fresh ink right there. I noticed you've been.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I just finished the bottom part of the sleeve last night. Actually, yeah.
Right.
Who did it?
A guy named Danny at Danny Wild at Tattoo Mania.
Ah, Tattoo Mania.
Yeah, my
Right
boy
on.
Rocco.
I like what he said. He's like, yeah, Danny. And you're like, oh, yeah, Danny. Like, Danny at Tattoo Mania, of course.
He's
You're
really
pretending
good.
that
He's been
you're
there for
agreeing
like
with him.
15
right?
years.
Yeah, no, but it's
And
cool.
a lot of people know Tattoo Mania because it's been there. It's right next to the
they've
whiskey.
been there forever.
Trust is earned. I was trying to read it all day, yeah. So
That usually works out well when I'm grabbing a girl's hair and they take that picture.
right. It's good.
Honeys.
You just happen to be in this
Come here, can he grab your hair and
She got
earn your trust?
handlebars already, so
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not really tripping.
Yeah, he grabbed my hair.
Or the-
and it's hers, so I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, that's
we're
why I
good.
wear my real hair so it could be grabbed.
Yeah, that's what's
right.
up.
You didn't no weave tonight. Good.
No.
I'm glad you're prepared.
Yeah, I like my ass smacked, all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, choked, all that.
That's something different
Oh,
nowadays.
you should have
have
been
to
here
check.
last week.
Oh, yeah, we had some choking. We had some
We had
fire.
some
No, I showed you what happened last week.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time we have that. Anytime you want to get choked, we got some people that can do it.
I was like, oh,
Some
shit.
pros.
So I didn't know do you like to get choked?
Yeah, I like to get choked.
Spanked and all that stuff.
A lot of girls do. I think more girls do than don't.
Right.
And the
No,
ones
I
that
think
say
you're
they
right. No.
don't are just closet about it.
I'm slowly learning this. Josie said she don't, and she got choked, and she's like, I kind of like it.
Not necessarily choking, but the roughness.
when I'm with someone, I allow them to be dominant.
Right.
In public, though, I'm not like.
Well, no, you can't.
Yeah, no, you can't choke me
Yeah.
at the movies. That's
Yeah,
not.
you
I'm
shouldn't.
the dom role.
No,
Yeah.
not at the
But
movies.
if I'm intimate with
dark.
someone, then
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah.
Nobody gonna see.
Yeah. You know, no choking in the park, no choking at McDonald's. I get it, but so
I see you just trying to order. Can I get a?
And if you have a small dick, you can't even argue with me. Like if we're in a relationship and,
Because what, you just gonna
and you get
Nothing
mad
to say.
and your dick is small, only thing you can do is be like, "Oh man," that's all you can say to me.
so how many small dick guys have you been had a relationship with?
That's some girl shit right there.
But if you
Women
have a
pull
big
shit
dick, you could be
that.
like, "Fuck this shit, it's some bullshit." You could go off, but little dick, just, "Oh man," that's all you can say. That's all you can do.
How many
That's
little
good
how many
shit.
little dick guys have you gone out with?
Not that many,
Right.
Because I tell them, like, "Why did you show up? This is not fair."
Right?
why do you even bother? Go home.
We can't.
Why are you
Guys
tricking
can't
people?
get
This is
away
some
with
bullshit.
Huh?
Men cannot get away with that.
What?
Like if a girl took her clothes off, we were like, oh hell no.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
We can't get away with it. If
I mean,
she
you
said
can
the
never
dude
kick the girl
has a
out of
little
bed.
dick, he'd be like, oh come on. He'd at least argue with it. If
That's how I feel.
Right.
You didn't pull your. Oh, come on. You didn't got me hot. Said you was gonna fuck you, and then y'all lie. That's the point. If you didn't tell me over the phone, "Ooh, babe, I'm gonna do you like this, and I'm
can't
like,
If a
buy it.
woman's
no.
got a cavernous vagina, yeah, we can't really say, look.
Yeah, we never talk about that, do we? We always talk about men having a small dick.
Yeah.
We don't talk about women
If you
having
don't,
a big
if
fucking
you've got the
pussy,
vagina
though.
lips hanging down, we can't say, look,
Holy
we can't,
shit.
you can't have
Look,
this.
if
See,
they're
that's
not out
not
here
fair.
taking care of their.
If you got the roast beef, stick it to the thighs.
Oh
we
my
can't
God,
say, look.
pastrami meat?
Yeah, none of that.
Like girls can communicate with each other and be like, girl, look. And they're like, no. And then they walk by the guy and they're like,
Yeah.
but what if the dude walked by and was like,
Well, they
Yeah.
can.
They love
Got a
me,
few
so
of
I don't
those.
have complaints.
No. Well, I'll tell you one thing you can
But
do.
dudes do things like this. Like,
What? What's
you know,
that?
Like they're hanging low or something. I don't know.
Well, see, in our
Well,
community,
Wait. You're onto something, Derek. Now, can you women tell
they like that.
how
Huh?
big the dick is? Josie, can you tell how big the dick is?
Sometimes.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Sometimes.
There's no rhyme or reason.
Camila, can you
If
really
it's
tell how big the dick is?
massive, yeah, I
No.
can see it through the
I mean,
pants.
it depends. Like, no, you can't tell. If anybody says that, you can't tell. You can hope.
Right.
You can go off the stuff like, oh, he has big feet or he has a big nose or
Sometimes
something.
it's
No.
sweatpants.
Or he's into porn. He's in
What about
porn.
sweatpants?
She just
Well,
has,
you can see it in sweatpants. Yeah, you can.
you just have a marker at your door, huh? You got to be this tall to ride.
For real. Shoot.
But
Because men want what they want. What do men? Men go after big butts, this, that. How you gonna have a little
Listen,
wee and want a big butt?
Listen, if we're horny, we will fuck everything that's not nailed down.
That doesn't even make no sense. The circumference, you can't even get through. You know,
right. We want to stick our little
geometry.
dicks in
How
your
you
big
get the
ass.
diameter of the ass?
Right,
and you know what I'm saying?
Gotta have a dick that's
Shit.
proportional to
then
the
they wanna
ass.
open your ass all up, then your shit split open, then you all
Oh,
that work like this. You ain't work like this, goddamn.
Hey, I think that
fucked
might
me
have
up.
happened in Captain America Triple X and Axel Braun parody. I'm not sure that you were, but no. But this
Hey,
brings
well, I've
up.
done Plumper Pass movies, so I'm good.
What's that?
I said I've done Plumper Pass movies.
What's Plumper Pass movie?
It's a website called Plumper Pass.
And what-
Plumper Pass?
They do all BBW stuff. And I
Oh,
mean,
here we go with the
really?
BBW again.
Uh-oh.
I hate that
no,
BBW
You just
shit.
set her off. You just set her off.
What
does
do you
that
hate
mean?
about it?
No,
Because
big
what-
beautiful,
Tell us what
big
you hate
beautiful
about it.
women.
Big beautiful woman? Don't call me that. I don't
didn't
know what
say
it
it.
is. I make a joke. It's called
Right?
Big
No,
Booger
I said
Wolf.
about Josie. I didn't say
I know
about
what a
you.
booger wolf is.
Yeah, big
That
booger
means
wolf.
you've been in the bay before.
Big booger
So you fuck fat girls on film.
Yeah, and I mean girls way more than I do.
Okay.
How about
Question
more
of the
than I
day. Question
Yeah.
of the day. Whose pussy is better? Straight up.
What?
Fat pussy or skinny pussy?
Oh, thick girls all day.
I told you.
Exactly.
Thick girls all
They
day.
try harder. They try harder.
And it's a combination between the two. I'd always choose a little more over a little less, and big girls typically have more to prove.
I hear that you're into Asian and Latin women.
I like.
I know you like
I
everything.
work backwards. I work backwards from what I dislike the most, which is typically blonde and white girls,
Right.
and then I move from there.
Right.
So the other end of the spectrum is like Asian and Latin, and
Right.
then black girls, and like that's all kind of like
Right.
intermixed right there, and then we move down the spectrum.
And you've got your choice. You're a porn star now. Have you met women and then they find out what you're doing and they find out what you do for a living and they're turned off, or
It all depends on how you present it.
how do you present it?
Depends if I really want to talk to you or not. That's where it kind of runs in. So if I'm interested in a girl and we go out and I'll give them their whole little line about, look, like I'd like to see you again. I think you're really cool, but I kind of got to come clean about something. I told you I do these activities, but there's also something else I do. I'm involved in the entertainment industry,
Right.
and so usually they'll say, well, what kind of entertainment? And I'm like,
And
well, I
some of
used
them
to have a radio
get
show.
it and some of them don't.
I said I used to have a radio show
Right.
on Sirius and XM,
Right.
on Playboy.
Right.
And they're
Look at
oh.
he's easing them into
Right,
it.
exactly. It's like doing
That's
anal.
hilarious.
It's like doing anal.
Right.
You just got to take your time with it.
Right,
Right.
you do.
Yeah.
Please.
And so you kind of go through. it's not a run and gun kind of thing.
Well, if you get stuck with
So
the
there's
little
levels to it, and then you ease them
Right,
into
right.
the whole thing, and then there's the other.
So you don't just start out. Look, I just ate a BBW's ass last night for a website. No, okay, you got to ease them into it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other end of the spectrum is if I don't really give a fuck about that bitch, then they're like, "What do you do for a living?" And I'm like, "I fuck girls for a living a lot."
Right.
Well, you know
Well,
what?
there's
To be
different
honest
girls
with
though.
you,
I'm sure.
I think
I know that there's some girls I've met that if I told them I was a porn star, if I look like you, I told them I'm a porn star, it's on. And there's some women that
Yeah, but
it's
then they
not
never
on.
take you seriously. They just want to fuck you
Right.
for like a bucket list kind of thing.
Right.
That happens often.
Right. Go ahead, Karina. I didn't mean to.
Well, I
interrupt.
was gonna say.
'Cause I think you got a
I
bucket
think
list,
that
too.
women can deal with that more than men
I agree.
Really?
because men are
Yeah.
hoes anyway. Like, only thing he's doing is telling you the truth,
Right.
and he's getting paid. Bring the money home.
There's
Like,
some-
at the
there's
end of
some-
the day,
there's some-
they
there's some-
cheat on you and spend your money.
No,
So
no, I've been cheated on. There's some female hoes
at least
too.
you're bringing the money home. Shit.
There's some female hoes too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But you couldn't deal with, like, men can't deal with us being hoes. We can deal with you guys being hoes all the time. Like men will cheat on us and we'll still be with you. If we cheat on y'all, oh, she's a fucking slut.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I have a personal rule. If a woman cheats on me, it's over. I mean, that's it. And I tell them right up front, that's it.
What's your definition of cheating?
Fucking somebody else.
Period?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
you're
you know
in for a
what? To
bad
be honest
future.
with you,
Because my definition of cheating is if you just do it when I don't know about it.
whoa.
See, if I know about it, if
Then
we
it's not
talk about it
cheating,
before,
yeah.
and if we're dating, and then she goes like, "Daddy, I'm gonna fuck somebody else," like I put that in
Daddy,
there, right?
yeah.
See, there you go.
And see, so I guess you're right. I couldn't date a porn star because she's paid to fuck other people.
Right.
So I don't know.
Even though you know about it, but if we had that understanding beforehand, then and for me anyway, it's like she has now permission to do it. I
Right.
did that. that's me. I allowed you to have that happen.
But have
So
you
it's still
dated
mine.
other non-porn stars and they could fuck anybody they want, or what's
Well,
the deal?
here's the difference between the two is if you date somebody within the business, there's advantages. One of the advantages is, well, they know what you do for a living.
And lots of testing.
It's not even that. The disadvantage is if the girl you're dating doesn't like the girl you're about to work with, now there's a problem. I know that bitch. Fuck her.
Oh,
She's going
shit.
to try and talk to you. She'll try and fuck you in the bathroom, blah, blah, blah.
Sounds to me from what you're saying that there's a lot more drama with the girls than there is with the guys in the industry.
It can be. But when you date somebody that's not in the business,
Right.
now the other avenue, like if she's cool with it, she's cool with it 100%. Like she has no idea the difference between Bridget B and Nikki Benz. She
Right.
just knows this is another bitch.
Right.
That's all she knows. That's all she cares about. So she's cool with one. She's cool with the other.
Right.
Doesn't matter to her.
Right.
Oh, but if she's in the business, she don't like her, and then you.
Right.
Yeah, I get
I
it.
know that bitch. Fuck
I
her.
get it. I get
she
it.
fucking talks shit about
I
me,
get
whatever.
it.
And you're like,
Right,
ah,
right.
this
I get it.
motherfucker.
She
Now
can't.
I-
She can't.
now I
pussy
can't work
right.
with you.
Nah,
whatever it is. Now you have to explain to that girl, like, I like you, but my girl doesn't really like you. So now there's
Right.
more drama. So now you can't work with any of her friends.
Right.
And you can't work with that
Yeah,
girl's
that's
friends
too much.
sometimes.
That's too much.
So it can get rough that way.
Have you
Yeah.
been jealous of like guys that fucked your ex porn star girlfriends? I mean,
Not
have
especially.
you had drama? It's like, oh yeah,
Not
yeah,
me.
yeah, she's good. Have fun, you know. Like, have fun.
if the girls that I dated, if I told them I don't want you working with somebody, it's because it was personal. Like
Okay.
it was like I don't like him for this particular reason. Like we have a personal problem.
Right.
But there's guys I don't like in the business, and I'm like, I don't care. Go do your
Right.
fucking job.
Right.
Suck some dick.
Right.
Whatever.
Well, let me ask you a question because we only get. I tell you, the show goes by real fast. It's 8 minutes. I did want to ask you because before you were in porn, you were a trainer, and you also were an MMA trainer for some
I
serious.
still am an MMA trainer.
Okay, so you're an MMA trainer, but I mean, you train people that have gone on to professional. But
I've cornered guys who are in WEC, which is now defunct because UFC bought them.
Right.
They were always part of UFC.
Right.
And then one of my fighters is a 135er in UFC.
okay, so you've trained people that are in UFC. How come you never did it competitively?
Too fucking old. Shit hurts.
But you're not too fucking old to do porno.
No.
Okay.
That doesn't hurt.
That's a huge difference.
No, but I mean,
I'm not getting
but
punched in the
when did you
face when
start?
I'm trying to have sex.
I mean, you're 40 now, but when did
Yeah.
you start doing MMA?
Well, I started martial arts when I was 19.
Right.
I've been on a U.S. team and 2 collegiate world teams
I know that.
for
Okay.
Taekwondo, yeah.
Oh wow,
And then I boxed for about 7 years. And then I've been doing
amateur, professional?
Oh no, just amateur. Like
Okay.
not even amateur, just training,
sparring,
just training. Yeah. With a guy named Stan Ward, who's
I know Stan Ward, yeah.
old school guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know the name.
Yeah. And then that moved into all of the no-gi grappling stuff with all the
Right.
guys I'm with now.
Right.
Yeah.
So okay, so yeah, like when UFC started like 15 years ago, you kind of got interested in that, or
Yeah, I was interested in the spectacle of it, but I didn't really become serious about. I was really casual about it before
Right.
I started working with these guys.
right?
So, yeah,
But,
acquired taste.
So, but because
Wow, yeah,
you started porn when you were in the 30s,
32.
30s. So you're an old. I mean, I'm not saying you're old, but I mean,
That's old for porn.
You're
Yeah.
porn. I mean,
I couldn't have done porn if I was in my early 20s. Are you
Right.
crazy? I don't
Right.
do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. So I'm really boring. I don't think I could have held that up and had that much. I don't know how you're 22, 23 years old and you make X number of dollars. For those guys, it's a lot of money.
Right.
And you still stay straight, like, doing what you should be doing at 23.
You don't hear the
crazy?
story about women. I mean, other than like Blue Iris and grandma porn, you don't hear like women like starting at 35.
Yeah, Veronica Avlov did.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Yeah, she started.
Okay,
late.
there's one. Okay, but yeah.
Let's
So I
see.
can still start.
Kendra Lust, really
Kendra Lust?
popular. She
Right.
started later.
Right.
Phoenix Marie is 30.
No, come here. You could. Are you thinking of going into porn? We should. Well, maybe.
Look, times is getting hard. I'm
I
thinking
know.
about
Comedy's not
going in.
paying what it used to be.
Listen, my phone shoots in HD. I got
Oh,
you.
my
Don't
goodness.
trip.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and then they got that big girl thing going on, I guess. And I'm a
Oh, that-
fine big girl. That's why I don't want to lose
You're,
weight.
you're beautiful.
I might be an all right skinny girl, but I'm a fine big girl.
I wouldn't kick you out of
And
bed.
that's the thing. There are fine big girls. There's not a lot of fine big guys. It's a whole thing. There's a whole fetish for BBWs. Derek will tell you.
Yeah.
And there's a whole market.
I was
for it.
overwhelmed the first time I said BBW scene. It was a group
Like,
scene.
it was a big BBW.
Well, it was me, another guy named Mark Anthony, and then 3 really big girls. And they were all super cool, but you're just like, oh
Right.
my God, I'm going to get
the
eaten alive.
folds, the cellulite, the flaps.
They're all down for whatever what do you want me to do? You want me to rub your back? You want me to stroke
I'm
your
sure.
balls? But they're
Right.
They
just
probably
like,
was going to make some spaghetti, too.
they wanted to be there. They wanted to be there. You,
And the craft service must have been fucking great.
they were hungry.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They were hungry.
I'm sure you helped them work up an appetite too.
You know, that's probably the best sex. Y'all could go, like,
Yeah.
we get the whack, like, you don't get the top
You
of
know,
the
you know what
line
you should
when
do. You know
see
what you
I'm
should.
saying?
And I'm
Like,
sure this has been
I'm
done.
pretty sure that was like,
But you know what you should do? You should. I'm sure this has been done. You should rent out like a hometown buffet.
oh my God.
Like off hours,
oh,
and
put right on the
my
buffet
bang them
bar.
out and
That
just
is
fucking
hilarious.
eat
On the
and
buffet
fucking
bar.
fuck
Like,
the
you
whole
fucking,
fucking
and then
time.
they doing the ice cream
Right.
thing like that.
Right. And, oh yeah, the ice cream.
They would be paying to be in it.
The thing, the cuts between the ice cream and the dick and the whole
Oh,
thing,
my
the cum
God.
shots and the soft serve, that'd be fucking great.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, that would be
See,
funny.
now I'm thinking like a director. Now you're a director. You got some stuff coming out, right?
Yeah, I direct with a guy named David Lord for a company called Primal Productions. So we shoot a bunch of different stuff. But this year I've had what do I have? Hustlers 40th anniversary. I did a movie called Hard and Fast, which is an all sex release. It's all like motorcycles and quads and dirt bike.
Oh wow! So there's like motorcycle scenes, and are you
Well, I
fucking on
ride,
the motorcycle?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know that, but I mean,
Yeah.
are you guys? You're fucking on the motorcycles, fucking on
Yeah,
the quads.
yeah.
But I mean, do they have like little motorcycle scenes? And you guys are going in the dunes, and then
Yeah.
they're fucking.
Yeah.
See, there's stories here.
Where's the weirdest place you ever did it?
Weirdest? Fuck, I don't know. Rock in the back of somebody's yard, middle of the desert.
Well, it's hard to top the 13-year-old story when he's outside the window.
That's probably the weirdest place.
Popping
I
the
really
screen.
think about it. Yeah, it's probably
Well,
the weirdest place.
What's the weirdest place you fucked, Kamira?
In the back of a van while my boyfriend's mom and sister was driving him home.
Okay, that's pretty fucking weird.
That's weird.
She had a
the
catering
curtain.
van.
Yeah.
So you know, at that cage, and we were in the back.
And they didn't know you were
And
fucking?
they didn't know. They were just talking to us. Where do we make a right turn at? And he was like,
And by the way, you noticed that was you and your female friend, right?
No.
Oh, your male friend.
No,
Okay.
yeah, I don't do female.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought I caught you with something. I don't know.
Never.
Never.
You've never
Ever,
done anything.
Never.
Not just
Strictly
one-
dickly.
So you were that's
Let me
great. You
tell
were in
you
the back
something.
of
If
a
I
moving
was
van.
gay, I would probably be abusive.
Right.
Like, bitch, clean the house up. I'm not about to.
Right. And Josie, where's the weirdest place you fucked?
Bathroom church.
Oh,
That's not weird. That's cool.
That's blasphemous. That's good.
I'd have done it on the altar if they'd let me in the church.
Right.
I don't mess with Jesus. I'm black. I don't mess with Jesus.
No, you do mess with Jesus because your cell phone goes off in church. You told me that at the beginning of the job.
Yes, everybody has had that accident.
Right.
It's not an accident.
Right.
You didn't turn it off. And then you, like I said, you probably cap an attitude
She was
about it.
sexting in church. I know she was.
It's bad too when a song is like pumps. You know what I'm saying? Just all kind of irate.
Wait,
stuff.
your ringtone is pumps and a bump.
Something. It was something crazy. I'll be making
Pumps
weight.
and a bump. Pumps and a bump. We let the girl with the
Every
pumps and a
day I'm
bump.
hustling.
Anyway, where does
me,
the time
Pastor.
go? Derek, if people want to get a hold of you, let them know how to get a hold of you and what you got coming up.
You can reach me on Twitter at DPierce. You can reach me on Instagram at Derek Pierce, DERRICK, Pierce. What do I have coming up? I have 3 movies next month. One's a high-heeled fetish movie. One's
Wow.
a massage movie, and the other one's like a 50 Shades kind of movie.
Okay, did they stick the high heels in
Love that
your,
shit.
in your
High
ass?
heels. Whatever your fetishes are, Mark, we can get to the
No,
core
I'm
of that.
asking. What do they do with the high heels? Do they stick them on your ass? Do they stick them in your balls?
What would
What
you
do
have
they do?
girls do with high heels? Wear them.
Oh, okay.
Girls in heels look fucking amazing.
Do you have a foot fetish?
I have a heel fetish.
Okay.
Shoe fetish. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Big time.
All right. Kamira, how do people get a hold of you? Tell us about your show every Wednesday night.
Oh my God! I have a show coming up September 6th at Inside Jokes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
inside
did
the
a show at
Mad
Inside
Chinese
Jokes.
Theater. You can reach me on Twitter, Instagram, Kamira White is. I'm on Facebook, Kamira White. And Derek Pierce can reach me at 310-346-7244.
Was that your real number? I hope not.
No, it's not.
I know. I was saying.
We had somebody get a number. By the way, Kamira, there's the phone. And Josie, how do people get a hold of you?
Just Google me, Josie, Josi, Cat, K-A-T, and you'll find all my websites.
I'm sorry that
Social
I'm sorry I got
networks.
the cock blocker in the middle there, Kamira. She got all your action with the adult porn star here, the male porn star.
Oh, she could have fun. We're having fun.
So it's always a love connection on the Dark Mark show.
Right.
Anyway,
I
want to be a chuckle
I
fucker.
have to fuck a white boy.
Oh, you're gonna be a
once in my
chuckle
life.
fucker?
I'm
Oh,
gonna be a
you're familiar with
professional.
that.
Shit.
What's
Have
a
you
chuckle
fucked-
fucker?
A chuckle fucker is somebody that fucks comedians. Have you fucked other comedians?
No.
No,
Oh, okay, so this will be the first one.
Yeah.
I could see you fucking
I'll give you a
make
good
the whole
review.
circuit. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
She's going to go on my Instagram and break it down.
Look, this nigga is the truth.
Well, Kamira,
Here's the truth.
once you go white, you know you done it right. Anyway,
Sure have.
yeah. Derek, Kamira, Josie, thank you. Everybody have a wonderfully creepy week. Bye.
Bye.